everybody, this is Michelle and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a coloring book haul for you. This will be the leftovers from what I didn't show in the first video. There is a small stack here of books that I missed when I was gathering everything up to do the first video. So yeah, there's probably about maybe 10 of them that I missed. And then I have quite a large haul from the book outlet, so we'll do that second. The ones that I'm about to show you first are from Amazon and Value Village, Goodwill, thrift stores and stuff like that. So let's get started with this one. This is Color Quest, Extreme Color by Number Challenges to Complete by Joanna Webster. Now this is a really fun book. I haven't colored anything in it yet, but I can tell it's going to be fun because you don't know, well, unless you look, and this is a cheat sheet. So you don't know what you're coloring. You just, who knows what's on there. And then up in this corner is the color code to be able to color it. So yeah, this is like a mystery book. So if you like that type of thing, I think it's only like $13 on Amazon. Might even be cheaper in the States because I'm in Canada. So I order off.ca. So it was 13 or something. And then this one is part of the set that I showed the other day. The color with music. So this one's Wild About Cats, Color Your Way to Calm. And this one has the CD in it with relaxing music. And the board to go under your picture. Yeah, just ignore that one. That one's not very good at all. Not very good with markers, I find. Just need more practice. And then this is just a bunch of different cats. Lions and all sorts. Well, that one's cute. He's a cutie. So yeah, those are good images. And then I'm not sure where I got this one from, but it's a thrift store, a garage sale, something like that. This is called Flying Colors, Let Your Imagination Take Flight. It's volume 7, Creative Expression. And this is just a bunch of birds, different types of birds. And like I've said before, I love to color animals, so this is a nice one. Oh, there's a saying in here by Neil Gaiman. Stardust. Huh. Well, there's sayings on this side of the page. So basically one-sided book. And the next one I'm not really sure where I got either. But this one is done by the Birds and Blooms magazine. And it's a color by number. And there's some of the pictures. And there. And there is there's a color code on this side. And this paper is glossy. When I colored the first one in here, I used marker. And it was really nice to color on. I quite enjoyed this paper. And they're all one-sided as well, because all that's on here is the color code. So you can use whatever medium you want. Obviously put something behind it just in case. But someone's colored that one. And that one. Just a couple. I thought that was not me. And this was me. And this was with my markers. So like I said, not the greatest, but it didn't turn out too bad. And then this one I got at Value Village, and I paid $1.29 for it. And they just charged me like the kids' coloring books. So I was happy with that. And this is called Dragonflies and Mandalas, an adult coloring book with affirmations by Transcendental Coloring. So these are good. Like I said before, I'm not much of a mandala coloring person, but these ones I don't mind at all. They're rather pretty, but they've got larger spaces. I don't like the mandalas that have those teeny tiny, weeny little things to color. They do my head in. But I like these dragonflies too. And then the one that I colored. That's all that I've colored so far. I quite like that picture. Then I have Color Me Stress Free. You guys have probably seen this one before. This I got from the Value Village as well. And it was $1.29. It originally came from a store. I don't know which one, but then it was at the Dollarama for $4, but I only paid $1.29. So, and the cover on this one is quite thick. It's not a hard cover, but it's a very thick cardboard. And this is kind of neat. It's got different chapters in it. It says nearly 100 coloring templates to unplug and unwind. Illustrated by Angela Porter. And so it has sections in it, or chapters in it. Disorganization, relationships, finances, work, health, time, travel, and commuting. And then each section, so here, organization, it tells you about disorganization and how it can be a stressor and how you can get away from that stress. And then there's some that they've colored. And then there's all the coloring pages in that chapter, which I think is kind of neat. So that's what the whole book is like. So you've got your pictures, and then the chapter. So yeah, it's got some interesting stuff in it. And I didn't color those ones that you saw. I haven't colored anything in here. And this one you've probably all seen before, and if not this one, you've seen other ones in the set. This is called Stress Less Coloring Animals, 100 plus coloring pages for peace and relaxation. Just one moment, please. Hello? Sorry about that. That was my rheumatologist calling, telling me that I missed my appointment. I had called them the other day to find out when my appointment was because I thought it was in May, but I also thought I may have gotten it mixed up with another appointment because I have so many doctor's appointments, it's not even funny. And that was her letting me know that I missed it, so I had to rebook. And now I don't get in until September, but that's just the way it is. But at least I'm doing okay, so I don't have to worry about being in pain. So let's get on with this one here. So Stress Less Coloring Animals, Adams Media. And then it's just obviously animals. I like this one. There, so that's that one. And then this one my daughter bought for me. She used to work at Michael's, and this is one that she bought me from there. So it's just a bunch of butterflies. You can see I've started coloring in it. I've done a few other pictures in it too, but they're awful, so I won't be showing them. So it's just a bunch of different butterfly designs. And it's a small one. I don't necessarily like coloring in the small ones. I found that out when I got this book. But I need something to really rest my hand on when I'm coloring, and that's hard when you have such a small book. Oh, there's one that I did. That's not too bad. And then I have this one here. It's called The Colors of Anna Karenina, a coloring book love story. So it has a dust jacket on it, so you can color the inside. And then it also has this big picture of a train, which you can color. So this is a really nice book. I quite like this one. Get that back on the screen. It has the story on one side and the picture on the other. It's relatively thick paper, and and it's the yellowish. It's not really yellow like the Joanna Basford ones, like her Secret Garden. I don't know. I don't have any of her other books, so I'm not sure if they're yellow either. But this one isn't quite as yellow as that. There's lots of fun stuff in here to color. And I got that one from the Goodwill. I got this one from the Goodwill as well. Dr. Seuss coloring book. This is a really cute book. Random House. No illustrator is mentioned. Well, obviously, we know who did the illustrations, so. And that's that one. That's very cute. And the last one from this part of the video is Landscapes, Color Count. It's a color by number collection. And the first one I did, and I did it with markers, and I made a mess of the page. But that's alright. That's okay. And it is what it is, right? And then this book also, I don't know about the other ones in this series, but this one has full pull-out poster-like pages. And there's probably 5 or 6 of those in here. There's another one. And then the rest. There's another one. Another one. Just a bunch of different landscapes, color by number. The, oh yeah, the color code is up here for each picture, or image, I should say. And that's the last one of that group. So let's start with the Book Outlet books now. So all of these books would have cost me anywhere from $1.39 to about $7. Most of them are in the lower end. They had a sale on, so the already reduced prices, I got some a little bit cheaper. So we'll start with this one. This one's called Flash, Coloring in the Tattoo Style. It is by Chris Garver. And this is a fun one. Or just images that would be tattoos. Or tattoo images. However you want to look at it. There's some pretty neat ones in there. And then there's an introduction to tell you about Chris Garver. And then I have Zen Doodle Coloring, Chubby Cherubs. Illustrations in this one are by Deborah Mueller. These are very cute little cherubs. Those chubby, chubby cheeks. all the images in this book are cool. Next is the Flower Fairies. And this one is by Frederick Warren. It has the flaps in the front and the back, right here. And the paper is slightly yellowish. But these are great images. I love these. If you're into fairies and magical and fantastical stuff, this is a nice book to have. The pictures aren't too teeny tiny, so they're not overwhelming or too challenging. So it'll be a nice fun color. And then one that everybody and their brother probably owns. And this one is Romantic Country, The Second Tale, The Tale of the Secret Forest, and The Animals of Cacot, a fantasy coloring book by Airy. So this one has the dust jacket on it. And it has a picture here that you can color, and it wraps around the other side as well. And it's a fantasy coloring book. Again, it's got the yellowish pages, but the images are not too overwhelming. They're very nice. And then this one I love too, and it also has the yellowish tinted paper. So Beatrix Potter coloring book. This is another Frederick Warren book. So it has the flaps. It's got some great images. It's basically single-sided. It only has the little tiny picture here of what's on the front of the page. And then it tells you what it is. Ginger was a yellow tomcat and Pickles was a terrier. So there we go. That's those two there. And these little mice are so cute. Now, I absolutely hate mice. I think they're, just their beady little eyes. And their scritchy, scratchy little feet. Ooh, they creep me out. But on here, on the pictures of them, they're just so darling. There's one more here that I actually got from the Goodwill. It's called Mystical Menagerie. And this one, yeah, the Goodwill. So, let's see if it has an illustrator. No, it's just a lark book. Well, it says, all illustrations are reworkings of images drawn from 123 RF, iStock Photo, and Shutterstock. So there you go. There's just lots of animals. That's a very nice book. I like that. Then I have this one here, Zen Doodle Colorscapes, illustrated by Nicolette Corley, Garden Kitties, flower-loving cats to color and display. This has some really cute images in it. There. And it's single-sided. The paper's not bad. And next, I have another Chris Garver book, and this is Animal Odyssey, Coloring from the Familiar to the Fantastic. Bunch of different animals, nice images, lots of coloring space. That's another nice book. And then I got this one here. It's called Wonders of the Sea, Color Your Way to Calm by Claire Laud and Oriel Castex. I don't know if you can color this in too. It has the images at the back. Lots of sea animals. Not much more to say about it than that. Oh, what does that say? Dive into our wonderful underwater kingdom. And then this one, Millie Murata's Wildlife Wonders. Favorite illustrations from Coloring Adventures. You got your test pages at the back. And this one I'm sure you guys have probably already seen, but for those of you who haven't, I'll just do a quick flip through. Lots of nice animals to color. A couple mandalas. Yeah, so I got lots of animals to color, that's for sure. It's a good thing I enjoy coloring them. And then I got this one, Fairy Tale Coloring Book by Tomoko Toshiro. And I love fairy tales too. That's a nice picture. I like to color that one. The Nutcracker. The Snow Queen. The Little Mermaid. The Story of the Magic Horse. Never heard of that before. Cinderella. The 12 Dancing Princesses. Swan Lake. Rapunzel. Oh, she's creepy. Sleeping Beauty. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And Hansel and Gretel. Oh, Little Red Riding Hood. Good, that'll be fun. Then I have another one of the Odyssey books. This one's Color Odyssey, A Creative Coloring Journey, also by Chris Garver. That's a nice owl. That'll be fun to color. So how was everybody's weekend? I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a busy weekend. We are trying to get the house ready to sell it, so if you've been a member of my channel for a while, you'll know that I haven't been putting videos out very quickly lately. Just we've been so busy around the house, and we still have to do the main floor bathroom and basically repaint the whole house, and then we can put it up for sale. So it's been busy. This one is Color the Classics, Alice in Wonderland, a Curiouser coloring book. I love Alice in Wonderland. This one is illustrated by Jae-Eun Lee. And this is a great one. I just see my son, he's coming in. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Sorry I didn't get out there to do that. I'm in the middle of doing a video here.
That's fine.
I'll just be a couple minutes. Yeah, so this is a nice book. Good sized pictures. Images. And then I have another Zen Doodle. This one is Fantastic Creatures. Antonia Cardella is the illustrator. Those Zen Doodle coloring books are pretty good. I like them. And there's one more here too. And it's called Magnificent Animals. This one doesn't... Oh, illustrations by Deborah Mueller. I'm not sure how you say her last name. Just a bunch more animals. Your kids could color these too. So that's a good one. And the next two are by Georgie Woolridge. The first one is Water Life, a mindful coloring book. Beautiful illustrations of underwater creatures to color and create. And it has a big flip out here, like this. And then it's just yellow inside. Or, yeah, yellowy orange. And then it's just got a bunch of images. And then on this side it tells you what it is, what this one is, and it tells you a bit about it. So basically one-sided pages as well. Paper in here is pretty thick, so I'm sure you could use markers or watercolors on it. I just have to put something behind so it doesn't ruin the other picture. Lots of fishies in there. And then there is another one by Georgie Woolridge, and this one is Birds. Same idea, it's got the big flip out. And then a bright orange color inside. Oh, that one's pretty. Yeah, and then there's just a bunch of different types of birds. And then I love this one, Chibi Girls. Cute Chibi Christmas coloring book. Drawing with Christopher Hart. It's actually quite a thick book. I didn't pay very much for it either. Oh, so cute. The paper in here is thick. So this is a good one. I love this one. Love me some Chibi Girls. Then I have Alice in Wonderland, a coloring book, with the original Sir John Tenniel illustrations. And this is nice. Very nice. I like this one a lot, although it is double-sided. And then it has a flip in the front. And then I have just 5 more to go. Then I have this one here, Botanical Wonderland, A Blissful Coloring Retreat by Rachel Reinert. This is a nice book. Yeah, so just a bunch of images with different types of flowers and so on and so forth, like that. And then I have to say this one I was quite disappointed with. I mean, I should have known what it was going to be like, but I didn't. 100 Designs Zen Coloring, the Ultimate Collection Inspirations. So these are like just full page patterns, most of it. So I wasn't as thrilled with this one. But they're mindless coloring, so I will color it for sure. It's just so repetitive that I sometimes get bored with that. It's a really big book. It's very thick. Does it say an illustrator? Probably not. No. The Guild of Master Craftsmen Publications. Then this one, I quite like this one. It's called Hidden in the Jungle Poster Pad by Sarah Muzio. I'll just turn this one sideways so I can flip it for you. And it's just a bunch of different animals. Oh, there's all the images. And see, it looks like it's kind of hidden in there. These will be fun. Although the spaces are much smaller than some of my other books, I'm sure I can still do that. Just have to have really sharp pencil crayons or fine liners. Three more to go. We'll start with this one here. This is The Art of Mindfulness, Joyful and Radiant Coloring. This again is just a nice little book. Not lots of full pattern pages, but it's also got some nice images like that. This one, or this one, I can't remember, was definitely only $1.39. So I think that's not bad. It was originally $8.98. So this one is The Art of Mindfulness, Happy and Energized Coloring. And this is the same type of thing. You got some pattern pages and then some single images. And it's double-sided, just like the previous one. So probably just pencil crayons or crayons. I suppose you could use pastels. And then the last one, Coloring for Creativity. I must say I did not leave the best for last. It's not bad. It's not a bad book at all. I don't want to say that it is, but I have the Coloring for Tranquility, and it's a much bigger book, so I was expecting a bigger book. It's twice as thick and, probably about this much taller. So that's what I was expecting, but that's all right. You can color on the things here, on the flaps. And then this is double-sided as well. But yeah, there's some nice images in here. And that one would be very repetitive. But yeah, there's some nice images. Just like that. And there we have it. That was the last book, coloring book that I own. So I'm glad that you stopped by. I hope you have a great week ahead of you. And I will see what I can do about getting another video up soon. Alright, talk to you later. Bye-bye.